We are back. We are back for round two today. Hey, listen. JD hasn't done podcasts in a couple days, and he's a little bit loopy. He's a little. I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew. That's what he is right now. Mountain Dew. He's all jacked up on Mountain Dew. That's okay. That's okay. Now, we were talking about turf. It sucks. Now, I read an article. I talked about the hybrid. The Spurs stadium has artificial turf is slit film turf, which has been moved from 6 stadiums. 2 stadiums, MetLife and Ford Field, have replaced their turf. Viking safety Louis Sign broke his leg on the turf and later called it sketchy. And they're going to play 2 games a year. Will be the official home in the UK, hosting 2 games a year through 2029-30 season. Now, NFL Players Association doesn't like it. The league and its players can't agree on whether turf now in 14 of the 30 stadiums actually causes more injury. NFLPA in April cited a study claiming grass fields allow for 16% less lower body injuries. NFL has pointed to a third-party data showing no such evidence and doubled down on that yesterday. Players are unhappy. David Bakhtiari said, "You can care more about soccer players than us. For the World Cup, they're going to put grass down," and I don't disagree. I more injuries. Harris always talks about it. It's not good. They got to get rid of it. Eagles Nation said that we have to play 2 games twice this season. Have to play the Jets and the Giants at MetLife Field. We'll see what happens going forward. The NFL Players Association Executive Director Lloyd Howell is not a fan of it. Says, when the World Cup comes, soccer team come to visit in summer, the inferior artificial surfaces aren't acceptable for them, but are acceptable for our players who are getting paid millions of dollars, and it's not for long the league. I agree. And Quinton Williams had a great comment about Xavier Gibson and his game-winning touchdown. He said that was a fucking undrafted free agent who worked his fucking ass off to be who he is. He made the fucking team, and you see the electrifying speed and the stuff he just did. It's crazy, bro. I mean, it's crazy. Free agent. Didn't even make it roster until a week ago where they messed with him, making it seem like he was going to get released, and he's not. He was the 3rd punt return for a TD in NFL overtime history. Patrick Peterson did it 2011 for the Cards, and Tamarick Vanover, 95 for the Chiefs. Crazy, right? Yeah, Chris Clemmer wrote on Barstool, "I haven't been this nervous for a game since Testaverde blew out his Achilles in week 1, and then it happens." Yeah, I guess we're going to see what happens. And the Giants, so Andrew Thomas sore, and he could miss some time. He may not miss some time. If he doesn't play, then Matt Pert is the team's backup, but he got hurt. So their he was a 3rd-round pick in 2020, said after the game he's okay. If he doesn't play, Josh Azudu, who was battling for a spot at left guard during training camp, is also an option at left tackle. Played left guard and left tackle at UNC, and he played the final 14 offensive snaps. Then he got, so he's a possible. But that's another thing. Now you have line problems, and the Eagles have a 3rd and 5, 5:24 left. They're up by 6. They're up 27-7. And again, for the second week in a row, they're blowing a team out. The game should be over. And now we have a 3rd and 5 where he's got to get a first down or else. And goddamn, A.J. Brown with the first down catch. They can use another 2 minutes of clock. The Vikings have 3 timeouts. I don't know if they're going to start taking timeouts or I guess we're going to see what happens. But that was a huge 3rd and 5. And Darren Waller, who was dealing with a hamstring issue last season, is now dealing with a nerve issue now in the hamstring, which I can't believe. He had 3 catches, 36 yards, 5 targets, played 38 total snaps. Is this going to be a problem the rest of the season? I mean, they need him to play. Oh my God, Swift just took off. God damn. Wonder who has him. God damn. Yeah, he is playing his ass off. God damn, he has a burst of speed. Lions gave him up for basically nothing. He just went through that secondary like a blip. I'll tell you, Eagles look damn. I mean, I know they're blowing a lead today, but Eagles look fat. And Swift, who I thought was great for the Lions, I don't know if he ever really reached his potential, but he was a hell of a college player. He looks great tonight. I mean, he looks phenomenal. So we'll see what happens going forward on that front. Jeez Louise. But, yeah, and I'm concerned about Waller. He's 31 and 20 games between 21 and 22 seasons, and now a nerve issue. I'm hoping that it's nothing serious, but it could be. We're going to see what happens. And Dable said difficult conversations. Do you think so? Maybe the conversation you should have, the most difficult one, is with your fucking self. Like, look in the mirror. How do you blow a 40-0? How do you play opening day at home? I don't care if it's a rain or whatever. How do you do it that bad? I mean, good God, that game was embarrassing. Yeah, they're playing the Cardinals. Go on Arizona and burn the tape, and they better show up, man. They best be showing up because that was embarrassing. And Dobbs is going to start week 2 for the Cardinals. Darren Orlovsky said about Joshua Allen that he needs to grow up. I agree. Yeah. Oh, and then this reporter said there's no control. There was a hot mic. So this reporter, Matty Glab, who covers the Bills, said there's no control over Stephon Diggs. Dude's going to do what he wants to do. He'll look in my face and say, fuck you. That's how he treats everybody. And then she apologizes like I shouldn't have said it. Oh, he's fine. But he didn't like the comment, and the reporters, you know what? And then she had to backtrack and say, oh, you said it. She fessed up that she said it, which is good. She apologized. But you got a hot mic, man. Got to be careful. I guess they're waiting and they get pissed off. And, you say stuff and you're like, shit. I had an ex that I was talking shit about her mother, and I didn't know the microphone was on the whole goddamn time. I mean, the phone, I thought I hung up the phone. She heard everything. So we've all done it. We've all done crazy shit like that, man. Sometimes I say something, I don't think about it. Wow. Okay, messed up. Receivers are divas, and move on from there. Yeah, we'll see what happens. And Lindsay D'Arcangelo, who's a sports writer, lives up in Buffalo, said, Buffalo right now, including me, can't believe I stayed up for that. Yes, same shit, same place, different day, he said. Last year, multiple times he put Monday's loss on himself. I hurt our team, cost our team tonight. I'm the reason we lost. Thank you, Collie Harvey, for that one. Booger said, just because Josh Allen is an alien as an athlete, that shouldn't absolve him from being a turnover machine, which I totally agree. He leads the league in turnovers since entering the NFL, since 2018. Bills won't win a Super Bowl with him until he learns how to manage a game. Yeah, sometimes he gets crazy. And, 29 of 41, 236 yards passing, 1 passing TD, 4 turnovers, 3 interceptions and a fumble, 5 sacks, 6 rushes for 36 yards. And how about their possessions in week 1? Punt, field goal, interception by Allen, touchdown, Allen to Diggs, field goal, interception, Josh Allen, punt, interception, Josh Allen, fumble, Josh Allen, field goal, punt, OT. And that was a terrible drive in overtime. I agree with Joshua. Terrible drive. 83 turnovers since entering the league in 2018, the most in the NFL. And, even Dak has 66 in 2018. But he was pressured on 26% of his dropbacks, 10th lowest of any quarterback. He took 9 hits, 3rd most, 5 sacks, 5th most, while being sacked on 11% of his dropbacks, 5th most. So he wasn't pressured that much, and they still got a bunch of sacks on him. Last 19 games, 20 interceptions, 17 fumbles, averaging 2 picks, fumbles per game. That's way too high, man. But I'll tell you, I would take him in a heartbeat, if he was available, in a heartbeat. And now, crazy, right? There's a documentary on Damar Hamlin in the works. Road to Recovery. Did We Win? Began production when Hamlin underwent immediate treatment in the hospital per deadline. All right, yeah, good. He met with Biden, all the stuff he did. Red Cross, the Smart Heart Sports Coalition, nonprofit Chasing M's Foundation, teaming up with American Heart, American Red Cross, several other groups. Skydance Sports and NFL Films are expected to help produce. So they're down now. I thought 30. We got 4:08 left, 34-21. You got to catch that ball, man. They're going to be 0-2. And La'el Collins was recovering from a knee injury and was released by the Bengals. And they said if the Bengals aren't using him, no one else is. So we'll see how that goes. And Jerry Jones says Dak is the best leader. Yeah. The D is the leader, big guy. But that's what he said on 105.3 The Fan. John Fossil said he prayed throughout last season that safety Wanya Thomas wouldn't get poached from practice squad by another team. Knew in 2022 camp we got ourselves a guy. Okay, you got yourself a guy. Now Jefferson just did a first down thing. They're down 34